Hi, how you folks doing? My name is Ty, and I am the owner of Evolve Tints. Simply Evolve. Here I have a 2020 GMC Yukon, and today I'll be tinting the front two doors to match the back. It's a pretty straightforward process for me. Now let me show you how I get it done. All right, so now I'm at my computer, and I have my plotter cutouts all set up. We have a 40-inch roll here, and we got the two cutouts, the front door on the passenger side, the front door on the driver's side. And it's a simple process to cut out with the software. Makes life very easy. It's a bit of an expensive product, but that subscription is worth it. Gives you all the cutouts for all these vehicles. So let's cut it out. I'm gonna change camera angles so you can see the plotter cutting out everything in action. So let me turn it on and we'll change angles. All right, so now you got an angle of my plotter. This is what I use to cut out the window film. Now I'm gonna just push down on my cutting board area here, because sometimes this pops up, kind of like you can see here. The adhesive just doesn't want to stick for some reason. I just installed this 2 or 3 days ago. So right now we're gonna go and cut everything out. If we're all set, we're ready. We're gonna hit cut on the software. Let's begin. Excellent. With that all set up, we're gonna just grab a knife and we're gonna cut it all out. So I like to grab the bottom and fold it gently over. This is just for the sake of carrying it over to my glass board. Now I cut right in that spot there. And now I have the piece of tint ready for me. Oh, of course, it didn't stick. That's okay. Still holding it nicely. Nothing bent. Everything's nice. Let's bring this piece over to the glass board. I'll meet you over there. Okay, so I just like to mount this over here to my glass board. These two are very close together, so I can make one cut in the middle and I will cut both out in the right spot. I set that up on purpose so I can do that. Saves your time, so now you're not cutting up twice, you're cutting down once. There we go. Down here, we're just gonna go cut out the bottom, same thing here. Cut out actually this is not the bottom. From this angle it's the bottom, but this is actually the back side of the glass, whereas this is the front, where the mirror would be. Here's the bottom of the glass, and here's the top of the glass. So right now, we're just gonna cut that and cut downward. And now we have this piece. Let's set that over there. This is cut, so we can do the exact same thing on this side. Starting to feel like this blade is getting dull. We're going to change that in a moment. Whoa, caught. So now we can toss this away. And now this tint is relatively flat. Sorry, the glass on the car is relatively flat, so we probably don't need to shrink it, but I'm going to shrink it anyway. I'm first going to take the piece of tint, just move it off to the side. I'm going to take this piece here. This is the piece we'll be using first. Let's go ahead and just mount that to the glass. Spray the glass and the tint. And we just mount it like so. Do the same thing with the bottom now. This will be the driver's side. That side will be doing second and last. So let's put that in the bottom. Perfect. Okay. Spray the outer side, and now we're going to squeegee all the water out. Mount it on to the glass. Nice. Come down here. We're going to do the same thing. All right, with that done, we're gonna get a heat gun and we're gonna start to shrink it. Like I said, we don't need to shrink it, but we're gonna shrink it anyway. So we got our heat gun now. Just gonna dry up this area. We're gonna lift right in the middle there. Get our finger underneath, pull it about 2 inches to 4 inches, depending. I wanna see it in the middle there. Now we're here to heat it up and let it just bow. It's kind of smiling at you. We'll do the same thing with the bottom. There we go. Nice. Unnecessary, but it helps when it comes to the little fingers that you may or may not occur. Sometimes you're still going to get a finger pop up. This one, sure, no fingers are going to pop up. So my plotter didn't cut through that side, so that's okay. It probably did from the bottom. That could have been the cutting board being a little off too. Let's see. Look at that. Beautiful. That's a nice curve. That's perfect. There you go. So that's one side complete. Let's get the other side weeded out. Oh, look at that. Sometimes the plotter cuts out nicely and sometimes it doesn't. Very nice. So that goes to show you that that was a part of my cutting board, probably not seen properly or something. Either way, this is all set. We are ready to go back to the car and do the install. So let's go and prep our glass, shall we? All right, so here we are at the passenger front door. And the first thing we're gonna do is remove some of these stickers. There's no sticker on this side, but there is one on this side. It's just a simple OnStar sticker telling you about the OnStar and the Wi-Fi. Removed. Very easy. I take my towel and just wipe everything down here. Now the next thing we're gonna do, put some power and roll the window down. And we're just gonna clean up the gaskets here and dry up those gaskets. Nice. Okay. So we're going to take some tape and we're going to just tape up the edges here. Helps ensure a nice clean installation. Okay. There we go. I probably should have put the tape first before wetting it because it seems like it's not sticking. That's okay. We're good. Let's roll that window back up. We're going to clean the glass now. So spray. Then we're going to scrub. Razor blade. So the power. Start bringing that down. And we're going to do the same thing to the top. And we're going to clean the top area here. Bring that down. There we go. Nice and clean. Take our towel, just wipe everything down. Clean that top area. And now let's give it a squeegee. Spray. Squeegee the corner there. I like to towel the top first in case there's anything dripping. And then you squeegee. That ensures the top is nice and clean and dry. Now I squeegee everything to the back, all the way that way. And then from here, we bring all this down. Okay, now with that done, we're gonna take our contour and we're gonna just create some space and push soapy water into these crevices. All right, and with that sprayed, let's go back to the board and pick up the tint. I can only do this off camera because I don't have two phones or two cameras. So right now I'm off camera and I am grabbing a piece of tint. I'm peeling the top from the bottom. And then I'm grabbing the tint and I'm bringing it to the vehicle. Now I have the tint in my hands and I'm walking towards the car. Okay. Now gently we're gonna just bring this into the vehicle and lay it on the glass. We'll go in like so, lift it up as much as you can, and then we start to tuck everything in. Perfect. And now we're gonna bring this side in. There we go. Now I line the top so that it's aligned with the tint. And that is a perfect alignment right there. That's perfect. We're gonna go and squeegee this all down. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. And because I already shrunk it on the glass board, I know I don't have to worry about how I squeegee. Just gotta get it all out. That's not gonna move on me. I'll lift that and lift this upward. Clean those gaskets out. We still got power, so let's go ahead and just lift. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Now let's disconnect power. And now we're going to just lift that up a bit. Start spraying underneath. Get our squeegee. Squeegee everything out. And from there, spray that again. I like to put my arm on it because it kind of just holds it in place. Some people just do it with a finger, like so, which works too. I mean, whatever is most convenient. I wet my hands, I put my hand underneath, and I try to grab it again. And now we're spraying the tint side of it. And now we're going to take our Platinum Easy Reach and we're going to start tucking everything in. So I don't need this anymore. We're just going to move that over. There, that's in. I can remove the tape. I got that corner in. Now I'm going to work this side. Lift it over the locking lump here. The locking nub, whatever you want to call this thing. And now we tuck this in. And while we're tucking that in, we're pulling. I used to grab the bottom of my thumb and just pull this way. And that gets it in the bottom there. Perfect. Okay. Like I said, it was unnecessary, but we got the shrink in here, and this is going to allow it to sit very nicely. So get our squeegee, and we're just going to do the front here, or my left, your right. And now I'll go the opposite side. Your left, my right. With this finger here, or this hand here, I'm pulling everything this way to the corner. Helps ensure that things don't pull back. I can remove this. And look at that. That's beautiful. Now we're going to go over with the Blue Max squeegee. as I almost drop it. And we're going to squeegee from the top to the bottom in the left to right motion. Oh yeah, that was great. I'm gonna go in here with our contour to ensure everything is clean, and it is. It's beautiful. Go in there with my Platinum Easy Reach. This is a secondary measure, just to make sure we got all that cleaned out. Now we're going to clean up our mess, which is really minimal. All right. Okay. So it looks like there's a scratch on the outside of the glass here. What is that? That's weird. Well, that's fine. It's not the tint, so that's a good thing. If it were the tint, we'd have to restart, put on a new piece. Okay, that looks great. Clean all that up, make sure the door is unlocked. Let's go to the outside and just confirm everything looks good. And it does look good. What we need to do now is just clean the glass. Okay, that looks great. All right, that is one window complete. Beautiful. All right, so now with that done, we're gonna go to the driver's side and we're gonna rinse and repeat and get that side finished. All right, so now we're at the driver's side and we're gonna prep just like we did on the other side. We're gonna first tape up the edges here, make sure everything's nice and clean. See, now this side is sticking, except on the plastic. That's fine. It's sticking very nicely to the rubber, so that's important. So now that's clean. Let's go ahead and clean the top of the glass and the bottom of the glass. I'm gonna turn that off for the sake of the video. Then again, maybe you don't hear it because this microphone is pretty good. I had my heater on earlier. Microphone didn't pick it up at all. It's amazing. So maybe you're not hearing the bing, 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 but in case you do, I'm turning that off, making life a little easier for all of us. So we're just going to razor blade the bottom here of the glass, ensuring any glues, residues, or any sticky stuff is removed. And now we're going to bring the glass down, turn the power back on, get that binging, turn it off, remove the binging. I'm just going to razor blade the top now. That's locking and unlocking because I had the door open. Safety mechanism, so you don't lock yourself in or lock the door. So lock yourself in, what am I saying? If you're locked in the car, I'm sure you can get out. And if you can't, I guess that's a topic for another video. So right now we're just going to razor blade all that, get it all nice and clean. And if I'm in the way a little bit, I apologize, but I mean, I have to do what I gotta do to get this cleaned up and installed. Oh, there we go. Wipe that down. All right, so now we're ready to install this. We got a spray in there. Sorry, we gotta squeegee that first. So we're gonna do that, And then we're gonna wipe the top, get the excess that's dripping down removed. And now we're gonna just squeegee all this outward. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. There we go. And now we're taking our easy reach. I'm gonna spray in the gaskets now. There we go. I'll place that there. Then we're going to spray the glass. Now we're going to go to the glass board and get the tint. Now, the same as before, bring the window tint in. I like to push this in that way. That way, when you fold it in, it's going to push on itself. See how it's doing that? It's curving inward. When you curve it outward, there's a chance it can get contaminated. When it's curved inward, it's going towards the glass. Good chance of keeping it clean. Same idea. We're going to do that. Push that in. Now we align it to the top. And that's great alignment right there. See how these are tucked in? That's how we want it. Okay, now that we have that set up, let's go and squeegee everything out. Okay, that's great. Give it one more squeegee. And now our contour is just gonna go and squeegee any of that water out. With that done, we're gonna just slowly tuck that, and we're gonna put power again. Enjoy that GM door chime. Turn off that. Now we're gonna get our hand underneath and just kind of start tapping. So we're just lifting it up a little bit, not too much. With that done, we're gonna squeegee the bottom. This is the part that was underneath the gasket. And I see a hair there, but that seems to be on the outside of the glass. By spraying on it, nothing happens, so it's definitely on the outside. So I'm gonna put my finger here, just hold it in place, start peeling back. Now we're gonna start peeling this way. I'm gonna leave a bit of liner on there so I can hold. See, to me, this feels more comfortable than what I did on the other side. There we go. Now I'm gonna tuck this all in. You can start from either corner, really doesn't make a difference. There we go. Same idea. Get that in there and push everything to the bottom. We don't need this tape anymore. Okay. With that done, we spray, and we're going to squeegee everything outward, down and out. Now I'm noticing it's a little tight here. I guess maybe I didn't get enough water in there, but that's fine because we got mostly everything off to the edge. Now that we have that, we can squeegee that slowly and ensure it goes into the right place. So let me go here on my contour. We're just kind of just tucking everything in. There we go. It went in. Same thing on this side. This side didn't need tucking, it just needed squeegeeing. So, same idea. We're going to just lift the gasket back, pull this back down, and go from the front to the back to the front. And look at that. We created a bubble. That is okay, because we're still squeegeeing. So we got the gaskets done. Now let's go for squeegee number 2. Go left to right. Right now we're going my left. Since you're on my side now, you're on my left as well. Look at that. Bubble's gone. And this is the purpose of squeegeeing multiple times, because you know there's a lot of soapy solution, a lot of air. You got to remove all of that. So a couple of times really does make it nice and clean, nice precise installation. And it dries up quicker. The more water you're leaving, the longer it's going to take clearly to evaporate. So something to consider when you're installing window film. Okay, and same thing here. Bring that down. That's nice and clean. Let's wipe it all up. And there we go. Inside window is nice and clean. Installation is complete. All that's left to do is clean the outside of the window and we can call it a day. All right, so now that I'm on the outside of the glass here, I can see there's one spot in this corner here that needs to be squeegeed out. Very easy. That's another reason why you want to check your work. Don't just assume everything is good, because even the best tinters leave mistakes. I mean, think about it. Kobe Bryant never hit every single free throw. He missed many. Doesn't mean he's not one of the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like I said, there is a spot right here, and we're going to squeegee that out. Gone. And there's a spot here, from what I understand. I can't see it on this side. It's here. And there, right there. Gone. So yeah, that's all I needed. A little finesse, a little this and a little that. So now we're complete. Now we can finalize this video. All right. So now that was the installation of the 2 front doors here on this 2020 GMC Yukon. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you learned a lot today. Thank you again. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow for more content. Like I said, I'm trying to showcase my expertise and produce as many videos as I possibly can. One-man operation, it's a very hard process, but one day I'll grow. One day I'll have a team and somebody can do this for me. So for now, it's all me, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Like I said, thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos. Take care. Bye-bye.